got the Kamplite together. It's been a challenge with this thing. Might have to make a few adjustments later, but for today we got it together and we're going to see if it'll light. All right, come back in a little bit. All right, well, we got her lit. This has been really a rough one. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one was really tough, really brutal. I'll tell you, I mean, I had this tank soaking in citric acid. I dumped that, and then I put BBs in there with citric acid, shaked it up, dumped that out, put more citric acid in, got the tank really clean. I neutralized it with baking soda. I put in 99% pure alcohol in there to pull the water out. I mean, clean all the parts up. I mean, it's just been, I didn't have a bail. I had to make a bail for it. It's like I didn't have this thing, the knob adjuster. I had to take one off of Coleman. I had to melt it and make it press fit on so it would fit. It's like everything has been brutal. The tank took forever to dry. It's like I didn't have glass. The whole cage was all super rusted. I mean, it just was a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was really tough. It's like, geez, my gosh. It's just been a rough day with this thing, but we got it going. I really don't like the pump on this thing. It doesn't have a rod going down the center to support it. I don't know why they designed it like that. When I was putting, I had all this apart because that was all plugged up. I had to take everything apart in ultrasonic for like 3 days to get all the junk out of there and finally get it go. And it's like the packing, when I put everything back together, the packing didn't want to go back in, and when I was working to get it in, part of it broke off. And then I have some like strip packing, so I had to put some of that in there. It's like, it's not leaking. So it's like, yeah. And it was really hard to get this thing to light. It's like, it's just a crazy thing, but it's like, it's done, it's lit. I mean, everything works. Oops, there it goes. All right, that helped. Helped clear it. This thing had nothing, guys. It was a disaster, complete disaster. Oh my gosh. All right. I wanted to get the light to come on so you could see it better, and I pointed toward light, or darkness, I guess. The opposite. Yeah, the base got about a week to dry, a couple good days away. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I gotta still touch up the ventilator. Yeah, I have a Coleman blow, but I mean, that's the best I can do. That's what I have. But yeah, I mean, like I say, this part's off of Coleman. I have no choice, and I had to heat it up and press fit it on a couple times to get it to go on there and take the shape of the Kamplite, because I didn't have a Kamplite knob, and I didn't have a bail, so I had to take a bucket and make a bail and use a template from my other Kamplite. So anyway, I gotta get going. I got things to do right now, but God bless you all, and hopefully I'll be able to come back out here and make some coffee after I do a few chores, things I gotta do right now. Help take care of the kids and stuff. All right, God bless you. All right, hope you're having a great day. So we're back. So we got our Kamplite restored here. It's looking pretty good. There's a real challenge with this one. I got to touch up the ventilator a little bit, but came out pretty good. So we're cooking again. We got some Brussels sprouts with Spam. We got some celery in there, and we got a little bit of beets for color. And I got the onions. The onions right now. I got it. Oh boy. Browning them. Sorry. I always move the. Darn it. I lost an onion. I always have a time aiming the phone when I'm trying to cook. It's like, men really are. We are not multitaskers. It's really hard. See, I'm doing it again. I keep wanting to veer to the side. I don't know why. Yeah, make some coffee, some Tim Hortons. coffee. There we go again. The next project is to paint this stove. And we're working to, remember our Kamplite abomination lantern? Well, we're going to redeem ourselves. Going to redeem ourselves on that one, and we're going to bring it back to the way it should be. All right, I'll bring you back in a second. I'm going to go and put this together, and we're going to get the Brussels sprouts on. All right. Oh wow! Look at that lantern. That thing looks awesome. Woo. To think that thing probably hasn't been run in years. Probably 20, 30 years. The thing was such a disaster. Now it's like, just looks awesome. Let's see if we can get that thing hung here. I'm gonna go ahead and. All right, there it is. How about that? All right, let's see if I can manage. Oh, I'm losing spam. No way. That's a chunk of spam here. I don't mind losing an onion, but I don't like losing spam. And I'll be honest with you, brain failure. The beets were an accident. I thought it was a can of diced tomatoes, to be honest with you, but after the fact, I thought it's like, well, kind of like taking bell pepper. It's for color, so it's like it won't really affect anything. I like these. Beets are good. Beets are good just by themselves with some salad dressing, blue cheese, or some. Blue cheese is the best, to be honest with you. Or I don't really not so much Caesar. Caesar's okay, but they really remind me of the eat-in Pizza Huts of the days of the past. Now, Lake Tahoe, they still have a pizza hut you can go and eat in. And when we go up there, I have to get my son his pizza. We always go there and get his pizza. But yeah, I remember being at work in like Coachella, California back in the day, and we would go down to the Pizza Hut. Where was that? Pizza Hut was in India. And then they'd have the, pizza and the salad. You go to a salad bar and, you get a bunch of beets, well, other stuff, but plus beets and like sunflower seeds and Thousand Island dressing and a bunch of stuff. Okay, I gotta stop a second because I gotta get the spicy tomato juice and throw that in there, i.e. Bloody Mary mix. Hold on. All right, we're back. So yeah, this Tabasco Bloody Mary mix, it's just basically spicy tomato juice. That's non-alcoholic. I put it in with this, with the Brussels sprouts and spam, and it. Plus, I got, like I say, I got my typical spices I always throw in: the savory, MSG, thyme, sage, and majoram. But the savory, the ground savory, is my favorite. You don't need any salt because spam's got salt in there. Like I say, I was supposed to be tomatoes in there, but we got beets, and what are you gonna do? You can't turn them away and send them on their way. They're stuck there. They're gonna be part of the thing here. So it's all right. It's all right. Let's see what it tastes like if we're good. Here are the beets. Yeah, we're good. The onion. All right, I'm gonna take this off And I'm going to move the coffee over. I'll be back to this in a minute. There you go. All right. Yeah, this lantern's doing pretty good. That paint worked out really good. It's already kind of taken a little bit of abuse getting this thing assembled. It was harder to put this thing back together than expected. It wasn't that bad, but it's like it took a little bit extra effort to get together. And like I say, my packing, it didn't want to go back in there, and I was trying to get in there. I broke off a piece, so I have this string of packing to make my own instead of the little pre-made ones. So I put a little extra piece of that in there, and yeah, it worked out. It was fine. It was enough to seal it up. I don't have anything leaking or nothing, so it's okay. But yeah, that gave me some trouble. And the air tube, which is basically it's a fine threaded piece of pipe there on one side, and it's got a little set screw. You have to adjust it to get tension against the gas generator. So I had to adjust that. I was luckily I was able to get that set screw out and get that piece of threaded pipe out and everything. So, and I ultrasonicked it and everything, and so it worked out well. But yeah, the tank, I cleaned it in citric acid. I soaked it and then drained it out, and I threw a bunch of BBs in there, copper plated steel BBs, and then put the citric acid solution back in there, and then shook it a bunch, flipped around. I covered up with my fingers the hole. I had the gas cap on the other side, and then a bunch of crap came out of there, junk, and then rinsed it really good. And then we put the citric acid back in solution, and I let that sit for a couple hours. And then just tonight I drained it back out, and then rinsed it really good. Put some baking soda in there, put water, neutralized it, rinsed that out, and then I put in alcohol, shook that to get the rest, any remaining water out. And then we put this thing together and put some gas in, and like I say, it's like it's doing pretty good now. But like I say, it's been a tough challenge with this thing. It's been a lot of work. I mean, you'll see the pictures what this thing looked like when I got it. It was in really, 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 really bad shape. But now it's like it's not a survivor. It's a survivor, but I mean it's not an original survivor completely. But it's like it's given another lease on life here. See how the coffee's starting to perk up here. All right. So anyway, I'll come back in just a few minutes and we'll wrap it up. God bless y'all. All right, well, we got our food done. Like I say, there's some beets in there. That actually tastes pretty good. Like I said, that was inadvertently. But yeah, they came out good. Kamplite's working good. Original logo. And coffee's done. Let's shut down the Coleman stove here. This one's gonna get repainted. Yeah, I'll tell you, they built things really good in the old days, didn't they? Not like they do now. That 220H that I fired up yesterday, quality on that is nothing compared to the 220E and the 220F. Those are just really good units. That H is like, it's okay, but it's like you can really tell that some greed came in to cut down costs, and you know, it's like the air tube is real cheap. It's part of that cage base. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking, but that's just the breakdown of America. It's like people really have just you know, they've sacrificed quality for to save a few bucks and try, you know. It is what it is. Anyway, okay, this is shut down. We have a little piece of onion down there. You can't see it, but there's a little piece of onion. Coffee's done. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put the coffee right here, and we're gonna shut this down, and we're gonna call it a day. All right, here we go. I think this bale has come out really good. Not bad. Like I say, I bent it in the shape and used an original one as the pattern. All right, so it looks good here. This is success. Success. Yep, success. Yeah, I know the globe is a Coleman China, but I have to stay within budget on this thing, so it is what it is. All right, God bless you all. You have a wonderful day. Let's turn on the light for a second here. All right, so we got our food. Food is done. We're going to go inside. We're going to eat a little bit. We're going to get ready for bed and start another day here. And the week is going really fast here. And there it is. I really like that logo, especially, you know, with the new paint around it. It just really gives it character. And I just do what I can for this ventilator. I've got two AGM 50s lanterns coming that have stress cracks. So we'll get them cleaned up, and we're going to go ahead and epoxy coat the inside of those, as well as the Abomination Kamplite lantern, to get its font back to return it to use, and then get those two AGMs going, which are very similar to these, or the Abomination Kamplite. So yep, I mean, it's the same company. So yeah, we got some projects coming around here, and we just keep moving on and get these things done. All right, take care. God bless you, and put your faith in Jesus.